Let's get started, our love.
How are they our mirrors? I remember hearing about how we make the same core choices somewhere. And the reason I'm asking this is because today I had an image come up of him leaving. He didn't say goodbye. I released it and came back today. I asked myself, where am I running to? And a lot of stuff came up.
So good. So I would say there are mirrors in the sense that we are the same soul. And so they reflect within us what we kind of believe in at our core. They too, like there's not something that we both don't agree with, I would say, like anything, like politics, beliefs, core beliefs, just like our underlying goals we have, they all kind of match, and it makes sense because they're our soul. And then the mirroring, I would say, I don't do a lot of this because I don't put any focus on them anymore, but I do like to put all the focus back on me based on what I see them act as. So I know before when I would see them run, this was before, after the bubble phase, soul recognition happened, and I had to figure out that this was a soul connection, and I can only thrive in soul. I didn't know that I was totally stuck in mind, and all I could see was they were running. And so when all I could see was they're running, what really helped me was utilizing that as the mirror. Like the way they were running was me, in a sense, running from myself, and use that as a sense of a mirror to not focus on them anymore, because that's what I was doing before, and that got me stuck. I would be trying to figure out where they're going, what they're thinking, what they're feeling. And I used the way they were acting towards me as a way to get deeper within myself, right? So like, what am I running from? What is it within me that I'm ignoring? Because this was so huge for me. The mind was so focused on them, and they were ignoring me, when all I really needed to do was put all that focus that I was giving them back on me. And so they're literally, this is where that mirroring comes, they're literally mirroring the energy and focus that we're giving either out to them or to ourselves. So that's the mirror. When you give it to yourself, they can reflect and see you. When you give it to them, it's like a real mirror. When you look at the mirror and you get close to the mirror, your image gets further, right? Your image backs up. That's the mirror that they are. You are them. So the image and focus that you give yourself is the reflection they give back to focus on you. When you focus on them, they're pulling. That's the mirror. And the core beliefs, I would say, is just that inner oneness that we are, because we are one soul. So our beliefs are pretty matched on, but I don't try to overanalyze it. How does this apply to me? I never look at my person. I never look at what he's doing, thinking, or feeling as something that I need to figure out for him so that we can get closer. F that. Screw all that crap. I don't care. I don't care how he is. He's my mirror, right? So I don't care how the reflection looks. I'm focusing on me. I'm the one that's giving the reflection out. So then I got to go within me and fix my own things that I need to do. We can't, I just got a download. We can't look at our image and try to fix the image, right? Let's say I have something in my face. I can't try to change the outer. I got to fix me. If he's my mirror, I can't try to fix him.
You just said something really cool. Hold on, I want you to expand on that. You can't, if you're looking in the mirror and you see a blemish, or you see, let's say you hit lipstick, you accidentally got it on your cheek. You can't wipe the mirror and wipe that mirror clean of lipstick. You have to wipe your own cheeks.
I have to fix myself.
Yes.
Yes. Oh my gosh. This is so huge, loves. It's so huge. That's the mirror. They are a reflection of you and what you're giving out to you. When they're running, oh my gosh, this is so freaking deep. When they're running, it's you running. When they're not with you, you gotta go in and fix the stuff. Feels like it's empty, it's broken, it's not whole, that it needs something external to fix my own stuff. I need to fix my own stuff, my own inner work, my own things, my own phase, my own being, my own everything. And the reflection reflects what I am being. That's how they're our mirror. They are a reflection of what we are and what we give to ourselves first. If we start focusing on trying to fix all the smudges on the reflection, it's not going to fix where it first starts, which is you. You're the one that is awakened enough to see this. So you're the one that gets to fix and work through it internally. And then that work is inside out. And that's where the reflection comes in. That's why it's never worry about them, because they're just a reflection of me from all my work. It starts with me first. Holy smokes, that was a good question. What do you think, love?
Yeah, I was writing down something when you were like focusing on them, thinking about why did they do this? Why did they do this? It doesn't matter, because they're going to do what they're going to do. And I noticed that really once I became balanced, because before, let me just say this straight out. Before separation, I was constantly obsessing about everything they did. Why did they move their hand like this? Why did they turn their face this way? Why did they go to this place? I was so focused on everything that they were doing that I never focused on myself. And now that I'm balanced, no matter what he's going through, no matter what he's thinking, feeling, doing, I don't pay two cents of attention to it, because I know that anything I'm going through is my stuff. I need to work on my stuff. The stuff he's battling in his own mind, he'll work that stuff out. It's not for me to think about. It's not. All I need to do is worry about myself, and everything with him ends up just naturally being good for me. That doesn't mean that gets shit sorted out. Let's be real. He still has this work through, but our connection when I'm focused on me is amazing. The crap he's dealing with. So when we give it just creates this barrier between the two of you, because you aren't focusing that energy on making sure that you're okay. So yeah, when you say don't even worry about what they're doing, this is why. Because when you worry about yourself and you make sure that all that love and energy is focused on yourself, then you'll feel the connection. The energy in that connection is amazing, regardless of what they're dealing with, regardless of what they're running from, because they won't be running from you. That's the whole thing. They might be running from other aspects of their life. They will not be running from you. They will come to you as their safe haven during all their troubled times, when you're not worrying about what their troubled times are. That's what's so cool. Before, I was always like, oh my gosh, how do I help fix his stuff? How do I do this for him? I need to make sure all of his stuff gets handled so he can be in a good frame of mind and I could be the person who helps him through it all. No, that's not how it works anymore. It's like, okay, I'm going to make sure that I'm good. And when I'm good, he just comes to me and he seeks my comfort. And I just then keep making it about me, keep making it about me, keep making it about me. And he keeps seeking me for his comfort. So that's why do not worry about what they're battling. And as far as just the mirror stuff, I would say, to me, how I take the mirroring, is we are the same person as far as all core beliefs. And a thought of his that I disagree with, in the sense of when he has strong feelings on a subject matter, anything he says, I'm like, yeah, I'm right there with you. Like, there's never a time I'm really like, oh, I don't agree with you, because we have the same core values.
Mm-hmm.
On subject is the exact same, regardless of how we were raised. We are that same person. And so when I think of mirroring, I think of it as we are one in the deepest form of our belief system.
Mm-hmm. I wanted to also add, I think the part of us that cared so much about what they're doing, thinking, feeling, is that people pleasing part of us that wanted to solve their stuff, fix their stuff, while that very action is actually what was pushing them away. They need the clarity and peace from you when you're focused on you. And I remember wondering too, like, why is it that he just wants to come around when I'm good? Why is it that he just wants to come around when I'm at peace and I'm perfect in my own thing? But that's not the thing. He just wants to come around because I'm not pushing on him anymore, trying to solve his stuff, trying to figure out his stuff and make his life better. When I'm focusing on me and I feel good and I feel amazing as a byproduct, the peace that I have, he's receiving that as well and is helping him solve his stuff. But if I'm focusing on his stuff and trying to figure out his stuff and how he can solve and fix me, he was nowhere to be found. When I was in that peace, it solved his stuff as a byproduct. When I'm in peace and I'm focused on myself, it brings both of us peace along with his hot mess. So when the mind is trying to figure them out, focusing on you and bringing it all back to you is more than enough for the both of you. It actually naturally solves their stuff too. Ready, love?
Yeah, let me get the next one.